Hello everybody, welcome back to No One Has to Die. Last time, saved Christina. This time I'm going to go through the other ones on this side, and then I'll do this path, I think. I'll finish it up. Let's go back to Christina and Steve. Skip, we don't need to see that. Yep, sad music. Lock. Sorry, Christina. You gotta burn. I'm so sorry. I don't want to hear it. If you were sorry, you would have listened to me. I had to make a decision. I don't expect you to be happy with what I've done. Just shut up! This is all a trick. A nightmare. You're still there, aren't you, Chris? You're there to send me a message. You're just ignoring me again, right? Steve, I understand this must be impossible for you right now, but you need to keep moving. And what the hell is the point of that? Christina just died for you. If you don't get out of here, she'll have died for nothing. Sure. I'm gonna get out of here. It's gonna turn out this has all been some sick joke, and Chris will be waiting for me outside, alive. I mean, how do I even know it was Chris who was writing those messages, right? Okay, I'm ready. I'm heading up to ground level now. Can't wait to see her again. Alright, just a little further. Oh, there's a desk here with one of those blue files you were talking about on top of it. It's another security code. Another one? But what for? I guess with this, you can control more fire doors at a time. Not a lot of use now. Steve, are you still there? Steve? I knew it! I told you. Told me what? She's alive. Chris is alive. No, she's definitely dead. She's like ultra dead. What? What's going on? So there was a file next to the one with security code. When I saw it, I knew I had to read it. It was titled The Phoenix Experiment. The one with the cockatiels? Just let me explain so I don't get a lot of it, but here's what I understood. So Phoenix Corporation had an experiment planned where they were going to buy lots of cockatiels and teach them to say a phrase. But every time they had enough birds for the experiment, they would just randomly decide to increase their sample size. All in all, they bought around 6 million cockatiels. They stopped buying them the day something weird happened. One of the cockatiels they bought already knew the phrase they were going to teach it. Weird. Maybe whoever sold it to them knew what was going on and tried to mess with the experiment? Let me finish. So they tagged the special cockatiel that already knew the phrase, and it taught the phrase to all the other cockatiels. But the experiment didn't end there. They ran each and every one of the cockatiels through some kind of machine. It was worse than Chris had thought. They all died. All of them except one. The bird that they'd marked. The one that already knew the phrase was fine. What? What sort of machine works like that? I have no idea. The paper talks very little about the machine itself, and what it does say, I don't understand. Bizarre, but how does this tell you Christina's alive? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place right now. So here's the thing. The phrase that the birds were taught, it was, Christina lives. Steve, are you sure you're feeling alright? I mean it. That's what it says. You can see for yourself when I show Chris. But even if it's true, we still have no idea what that phrase means. What do you mean? Christina lives. It means she's alive. But we don't understand anything about the experiment. Could mean anything. Steve? Come on, you need to keep in contact. Sorry, no time to type. I've got to find the way out so I can find Chris. See you soon. No, keep talking. Steve, come on. Steve, what the hell have you done? I'm coming to find you. So, okay, so the message was Christina lives, but we know that Christina's mom was also named Christina. So it could be referring to Christina's mother instead of this Christina. We'll get Lionel ending, I guess. Close. Switch. Oh shit. No, this is bad. Bad. No. Lock that. There we go. Okay. Boop. Oh, boop. Flick the switch, Christina, baby. Sorry, Steve-O. I Gotta have you burn, buddy. You made the right decision. I'll make sure you won't regret it. I'm sorry, Christina. I could only save one of them. Christina? Okay, that's alright. I don't expect you to talk to me after what I've done. How are we going to get out of here with one of us not playing along? I'm sure she's still trying to get out of here. She just has a lot to deal with at the moment. Well, either way, I found the stairs. Christina, just so you know, I understand this must be awful for you. I really am sorry. Don't beat yourself up about it. You did the right thing. 2 casualties unavoidable? What the hell? No, it means we're both going to die. It's over. We've reached our ends. No, you can't both die! There's no other option. I'm afraid this is it. Good. I'd rather die than live in a world with people like you two. Christina, Lionel, I'm sorry I let you guys down. It's alright. There's nothing you could have done. He could have saved Steve instead of you! Now's not the time to squabble. Goodbye, both of you. Just because you're about to die doesn't mean you're a saint! I hope you both burn in hell! Christina, don't do this. Don't waste your final moments like this. Give me one reason why I shouldn't. Just run right into him. Burn. 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 Bad end. Figured. Alright, time to start on the other path. Come on. Yep. Skippos. So I have to lock this. And then we turn the water on. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Brrr! Steve dies. Why? Why save me? My thoughts exactly. Why'd you leave Steve to die? Could only save one of them. And Troy knew the security code. He's the reason I could save anyone. We need to know what else he knows. Ah, now we're thinking. I'm not going to do anything to save anyone from here on in. Tell me now, how'd you know the security code? Visitor, check the bodies of the two security guards. This better not be a trick. Just do it. Fine. Well, that explains that. What'd you find? One of the guards was holding a blue file with the security code Troy told us before written in it. They were? A blue file. Those contain the security codes. Each one allows you to lock another fire door. I found the code when I killed them. I thought I'd give you a fighting chance, so I told you the code. You're welcome. Why did you do this? Instead of asking all these questions, why don't you look for a way out? The main room is completely blocked by rubble is why. There should be a staircase in a room near both of you. Alright. I'm heading up now. Fine. Me too. So while we're here, Lionel, could you tell me what the hell it is that this company is set up to do? Don't waste your breath. He's not going to tell you anything. Well, maybe you'd like to explain then? There's nothing to explain. That's a lie, and you know it. You both work here. Shouldn't you know what the company does? You'd think. The company mostly buys and sells things in bulk, blah, blah, blah. Candidates, Christina Troy. Huh? Don't worry just yet. And why would you say anything? Christina. It's a nice name. It's your mother's, correct? What? How could you know that? Answer me. Tell me right now. God damn it! How could you know that? How could you know the code? How could you know one of us is gonna die? I told you. I lit the fire. I'm behind all of this. I know everything. No, that answer's not good enough. Can we do this later? There is no later. Tell me now. I'm not telling anyone anything. Just let me die. I know Christina actually lit the fire, so I will save Troy. Not again. You don't sound too happy for someone who's lucky to be alive. Visitor, tell me, what would it take to get you to kill me? You can't ask someone something like that. You're mad. I've killed all these people. Of course I'm goddamn mad. You're going to have to choose between saving me or Lionel soon. Promise me you'll save Lionel. But how do you know that? It doesn't matter. All that matters is I'm a monster and I don't deserve to live. It does matter. Of course it matters. I want to know too. Tell me, why did you do this? There's not enough time. Besides, you won't believe me. You never believe me until it's too late. What the hell is that supposed to mean? It doesn't matter. Just save Lionel. I must concur. Please spare me. Shut up! I want to know what's going on. If I give you answers, will you let me die? If you save me, I'll tell you things Troy doesn't know. I'll tell you what we really do here. Troy, tell me. Then you can die. Okay, but I'll have to be quick. The truth is, I've been here before. What's that supposed to mean? He's a what? You've been here before. You're a time traveler, sir. You're a time traveler? What the what is... Nah, save time traveler, man. Same time travel, man. So this is how it goes, is it? I don't know how much longer I can do this. What are you talking about? What were you saying before the chat cut out? And while we're at it, how do you know everything? And why did you light the fire? There's nothing I can do now. I may as well tell you what I know. First things first, the reason I lit the fire... I didn't. What? That makes no sense. I don't know who really did it, though. It was Christina. I don't know who killed the security guards either. It was Christina. While we're at it, I have no idea what they do here at this company. You're full of crap. How'd you know all that stuff then? How'd you know the security code? You're probably not going to believe this. No, I know you're not going to believe this. I knew the security code because I heard you read it out. You know that makes no sense. You told me it before I even read it. This time I did. This time? What the hell do you mean this time? I've been here before. I've been here 5 times before. The first time I was in my office doing work when suddenly the fire alarms went off. I went on the chat to find out what was happening, and Lionel explained you would need a security code to save anyone. We all scrambled around looking for a blue file before you finally found one. That's when I found out the code. And then you had to make decisions. Steve died, Christina died, Lionel died. I was the only one left. I had to keep going. I found a room called the Tempest Entrance. I went inside and there was a bright light, and suddenly... Well, you won't believe this bit. Suddenly I was back before the fire, sitting in my office. What? I don't know how, but I traveled through time. I was so glad to hear you all alive, but none of you remembered what had happened. You all thought I was insane. But just like this time, because I knew the code, you thought I could save everyone. So once again, Steve died, then Christina, then Lionel. I got to the end, back to the Tempest Entrance, and it happened again, and again, and again. 5 times it's happened. It's a lot to take in. I'm not sure I believe you. If that's true, why'd you say they were the arsonist? Because I just want to die. 5 times now I've watched them all die just so I can live. And for what? So I can go back and watch them die again. I wanted you to think I was evil. Who would save a murderer over an innocent life? Me, apparently. None of my plans to save the others have worked. Not one. I'm just tired. So now what? I've checked everywhere. All the doors are locked. Just like last time. I have no choice. I have to go back to the start. Wait, you don't have to. The fire's contained now. If you just wait there, someone will come and find you. No. I can't let the loop end. I can't let the loop end until someone else survives. I've been through too much. I'm ready to die. Whoever makes it out of this building should want to live. But if you go back, what happens to me? What happens to this world once you go? I have no idea. Does that mean there are now 5 worlds out there, in space or time or wherever, where you've just disappeared and everyone else is dead? When you put it like that, I guess you're right. But how is that possible? My guess is as good as yours. I'm outside the Tempest Entrance now. This is it. I guess so. I'll see you again soon. Just, you won't see me. I still can't wrap my head around all this. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. So time traveling is real. we're gonna go, you know, choose some other people to live, I guess. Aside from Time Traveler Man, let's save Mr. Lionel. Click, click. Shut that off. And let Mr. Businessman live. Excellent. You've made the right decision. I'm not so sure there was a right decision. Now, you made a promise. Very well, a deal's a deal. What do you want to know? I want to know what Christina was talking about. What's going on in this company? Christina herself has no idea what we do here. She was right about one thing, though. Here at Phoenix Corporation, we buy and sell large stocks of cheap products just to keep the books looking busy. It's a front. Our true interest here is time travel. Time travel. That is indeed what I said. And you expect me to believe that? I don't care what you believe. You asked for the truth, and here it is. Now, if you'll let me continue, we in fact have a fully functional time machine in this facility. But the time machine we constructed doesn't quite work like the ones you see in the movies. As in, it does nothing because time travel isn't real. If you're not going to listen, I don't see why you bothered saving me. No, our time travel doesn't affect physical objects. Well, that doesn't sound very useful. What can it do? It can carry a person's consciousness through time. Consciousness? Their thoughts, their personality, their likes and dislikes, their experiences and their memories. Our machine can carry those things through time. You know, I don't believe a word of this. It's your own loss. So if I was to hop in this machine and go an hour into the future, what would actually happen? Your consciousness would leave your body, and effectively, you would die. Die? At first. Then after an hour, your consciousness would re-enter your body, and you would come back to life, not even realizing an hour had passed. It's impossible. We've done it successfully. People, birds, dogs, anything with a brain can travel in our machine. But what use is that sort of time travel? Your body would start to decompose if you went forward more than a few hours. That is true. We're still experimenting with methods of preserving the body that would allow the consciousness to later re-enter it. Currently, freezing seems promising. But this is not where our true interest lies. If a person travels forward through time, they can visit distant eras and the like, but they can still only live for the 80 years their body dictates. But what if one was to travel backwards? You mean back to when they were younger? Exactly. They would retain their memories and experiences gained over time, but they would have a younger body. Unless they were in an accident and died instantly, they could live forever. Whoa, whoa! Yes, with our machine, no one has to die. That would be huge! But does it work? We believe so. What's that supposed to mean? Our tests traveling forward have gone exactly to plan. However, in our tests, things didn't work quite so well going backwards. What happened? Our human test subject entered the machine, we activated, her consciousness left her body, and... unfortunately, it never came back. She died. That's terrible. That's Christina's mom? What went wrong? We have dedicated every resource we have available to discovering the cause of this problem. And you haven't worked it out? We think the machine may have worked. What? How can you say that when someone died? It is an incredibly complicated concept, but I will explain it to you. First, though, you have to do something for me. I have entered the code to unlock access to the rooms on the ground floor. I'm in the Tempest room. Come meet me here. But why? Why can't you tell me now? Lionel? Where'd you go? I guess I have no choice now. I have to go find you. Okay, so are we like... these are me's that, like, have gone... so, like, when each me hits a loop, it says the people all go into the Tempest, and then I go after them. And do I enter the Tempest? I'm gonna do the fun time, don't you worry. You shut the fuck up. Hold on, who am I supposed to save? Too many deaths. Simulation restarted. Guess he got what he wanted. Maniac was maniac, cost my company millions, killed 4 people, it'll be 6 if you don't get out of here soon. Alright, I found the stairs. Me too. I didn't mean to be so callous before, it's just this will severely impact our operations. Don't you think that might have been the point? What do you mean by that? Troy probably wanted to stop Phoenix from doing whatever messed up things you do here. Suppose that makes sense? No, impossible. Our business here is strictly confidential. Does that sound like a slip of the tongue to you, visitor? 2 casualties unavoidable. Troy was a murderer. What about Steve? Well, either way, goodbye. Yep, just burn, losers. Burn! Yep, bad end. End is near. Final timeline has appeared. Alrighty. Lionel, what the hell is going on here? I went into the Tempest room like you told me to, and now I'm back here in the control room. Wait. What? How did I end up here? Chris, you're alive. I knew you were alive. Steve, I thought you were dead. Me? You guys, you remember. You finally remember. Troy, this is all just some part of your trick? I have no idea what's going on. You think I'm going to believe you after you lit this fire? I didn't light the fire. You don't just get to change the story now. Steve, he's telling the truth. What do you mean? Amazing. I knew this would happen sometime, somewhere, but I never thought I'd be the one to witness it. You know what's going on here? Yes, but for now, there are more pressing matters. Does anyone here have one of the security codes? I already told you mine last time, RFTS. But did anyone find any new ones? Oh, I found a blue file which said IRHH in it. I found one which said SOEE. Perfect, visitor. I confess that just before I cut out last time we spoke, I found a file containing the code EMAS. Now quickly, enter all the codes. Alright. Full access? You can now lock 4 fire doors at a time instead of just 1. Tell us what the hell is going on here already. Why is everyone alive again? There's no way I would have enough time for that now. No casualties expected? No one has to die! Yes, now we have the security codes. We're all safe. Let's get out of here then. Yeah, not that. Click. Move up. Switch on the thing. Boop. Switch off the thing. Everybody lives! Yay! Still alive. Great, but you still owe us all an explanation. How's everybody alive again? How'd I end up back where I was when the fire started? Why aren't these rooms fire damaged anymore? Visitor, do you remember what I told you before? Yeah, you invented a time machine. Impossible! Well, it's a bit different. It was a bit different to a time machine, I guess. It carries your thoughts and memories through time instead of your body. Correct so far. It works going forward, but going backward, you kill someone. They never return to their body. That is the story as I told it. The person you murdered was my mother, you asshole! What? Your mother died of a brain tumor. You told me so. That was a lie. Lionel killed my mother to test some impossible time travel bullshit. So I lit the fire. I lit it to kill Lionel and wreck his corporation before they ruined any more lives. Chris, I don't believe it. I had suspected as much. Christina, your mother is not dead. What do you mean by that? I've seen her body. You took her brain. Click. Lionel, answers. Your mother is not dead. It's going to be hard to explain. When we sent your mother back in time, she never returned to her body. However, there was not a single fault in our logic. The machine was designed perfectly. The machine is what's in the Tempest room, right? Correct. Anyway, we conducted many experiments and eventually came to one fascinating conclusion. When our subject had traveled forward through time, the future was not set, and so time would bend to accommodate our time traveler. That is, the consciousness traveling through time would remain in its own timeline. But when traveling backwards, things were not so simple. The consciousness would become lost in the mess that is time-space. It would find a host, one which owned the consciousness, and one which existed at the time it had sent back to. But it would not always find its host in its own universe. You've lost me. Our research would suggest that there are a nearly infinite amount of universes, each nearly identical, with only minute differences between them. So, when Christina's mother traveled backwards through time, she was not alone. Trillions of her, maybe even more, traveled too. They would land randomly into different timelines. Some would land in the same timeline, and one consciousness would override the other. At some timelines, no one would ever know that Christina's mother had even left, or that the consciousness that returned to her body wasn't from their universe. A rare few consciousness would land back where they began, in their own universe. But many timelines were left like here, in this universe, where Christina's mother consciousness left her body. But no other consciousness returned to fill her body. Because of this, the body remained empty, and Christina's mother was effectively dead. But her consciousness lives on in another time, another universe. I'm not buying a word of this. But it explains everything. This is why everything kept happening over and over again. This is why we're all here. Yes, it took me a while to figure out, but we have all been brought here by the Tempest. Visitor, you remember a time in which you let everyone die apart from myself, correct? Yeah, then you gave me access to the Tempest room. Well, each of these people remembers a different reality. One where they were the only survivor of the fire. That's right. I had to wait and do nothing while Chris died. I had to wait and do nothing as all of you died, time and time again. At the end of each of these realities, the survivor entered the Tempest machine, which had had its clock set to the beginning of this disaster as a security measure. When each of us entered this machine, we were randomly shot into another universe. Some of us would have ended back where we started, and no one else would remember what had just taken place. But there would be a few universes like this, where by chance, all of us came from 5 different universes into one. And that is how we are all together now, with memories of different futures. Whoa. But the chances of that happening would practically be 0. Actually, with as many universes as there are, it was incredibly likely. There are probably hundreds of universes in which the same thing has happened as it is happening here. Nothing about this seems incredibly likely, but it is the truth. Hey guys, all of your paths meet up here, right? They do? I suppose they must. Soon we'll be able to talk in person. I can't wait to see you again, Chris. I'm so glad you're safe. I can't either, Steve. I can't believe you're alive. You're both alive. Well, hurry up then. I'm already there. Okay, coming through now. I can see you. I'm in. Me too. Hey, has anyone unlocked the door for me so I can come down too? Hello? Anyone? Guys, stop talking in person for a second. Look at your messages, damn it. Typical. Now what do I do? Visitor? Christina, can you ask Lionel to open the door for me? No. Sorry, I don't think I'll have the chance to. Something wrong? Where are you? Stepped out for a moment. I'm at the Tempest entrance. I've been entirely upfront with all of you. What do you mean? I've been here before. Did you listen to Lionel? We've all been here before. No, I've been here before. To a timeline just like this one, where we all managed to survive. Except things went a little differently that time. For instance, I asked Lionel where the controls for the Tempest machine were, and he told me they were on floor B2 in my section of the building. Later, he explained the machine can't send consciousnesses back before the first time it was turned on, which was when my mother was sent back through time. So I thought I'd give things another try, and I hopped back in the Tempest machine. Don't tell me. This time, while we were on floor B2, I set the time machine back as far as it could go. To the moment I lost my mother. I'm going back. I'm going back 3 years to find my mother. This is crazy! What if you just end up in another universe where she disappeared? Then I'll break into here. I'll travel again. What about the people who care about you in this universe? What about Steve? You should know better than anyone what this feels like. You've had to choose one person's happiness over another's time and time again. In the timeline you came from, you even chose to kill me. I wish I could have Steve and my mother both at once. But I don't have that choice. I've spent too long wishing she was with me to turn back now. Besides, in this world, I'm a murderer, an arsonist. There's no place for me here. Christina, you're not going to stop me, are you? No. No, I'm not. Tell Steve I'm sorry, and that I love him. Tell him that I hope we meet again somewhere, sometime. But for now, goodbye. Good luck. Thanks. I think I'll need it. What? That's a what? Okay, hold on, wait. Okay, so let me think. So they made, okay, they bought cockatiels. They bought the cockatiels and taught them phrases. They threw the cockatiels in the machine, hoping that one cockatiel would end up back in time. One cockatiel's consciousness would end up back in time before they had bought the cockatiels, so that when they bought that cockatiel, it would have already known the phrase. that was proof of concept that the time machine worked. And they did that with Christina's mom. And Christina's mom is now in another Christina's mom somewhere in a different universe. Oh, God, time travel sucks. But I think I get it. That was super interesting. I had a ton of fun. It was cool to see all the different endings and all the different perspectives and that sort of thing. It's a very neat concept, very well written, very well thought out. The characters were, felt like you knew each of the characters, even in such a short time span. I had a ton of fun with this. So if you liked what you saw here today, leave a like, check out the game on Game Jolt, support the devs, show them your love, and I'll see you all later.